As I've listened to my constituents and Idahoans over the last 2 to 4 years particularly, one of their highest concerns was the lack of border security.
Well, apparently that concern is a step and a half. Let's call it a Euro step away from maybe not necessarily being solved, but at least addressed. House Bill 83, Idaho's immigration bill, passed the Senate today 29-6, right along party lines. It already passed the House about a month ago, but because it was amended in the Senate, it has to go back to the House for final approval. And then it would go to the governor for his possible signature. Thus, the step and a half reference. Well, the amendments, as explained by the bill's co-sponsor, Senator Todd Leahy from Nampa, makes this version a combination of House Bill 83 and Senate Bill 1039. Senator Leahy says this Frankenstein bill will be more cooperative with the federal government since immigration is, after all, a federal issue. It makes it clear local law enforcement cannot stop someone they suspect is undocumented, but only when they are suspected of committing another crime, and they will also share that information with federal law enforcement. It still makes undocumented entry into Idaho a misdemeanor and re-entry a felony. Plus, it creates a new crime of trafficking a dangerous alien for anyone knowingly bringing in an undocumented, dangerous, convicted criminal into Idaho. But in this compromise, they took out the part about a court-ordered deportation. Instead, it requires the state to pay to transport that person to a federal detention facility, wherever that may be. The feds then will deal with the deportation after that. There's also a sentencing enhancement to this bill that says if someone had already been deported, came back to Idaho, committed a dangerous crime, they would face a mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison. Now, despite the overwhelming support, for some, it was just kind of half-hearted.
I don't think it's a bad bill, though, Mr. President, but I don't really think it's a good bill either. I think what this is it's kind of a feel-good bill. Makes us feel like we're doing something.
Senator Lenny would have liked to seen something with a little more teeth to it. Meanwhile, for those on the other side, like Senator James Ruckty from Pocatello, he tried to point out the hypocrisy of this law. While immigration is a federal issue, Senator Ruckty admits they haven't always handled it well, but it's haphazard to rely on 50 states to come up with their own enforcement, he said, simply because we can't condone people coming over the border undocumented, even though, he said, it's something Idahoans condone every day.
Every time we go to the grocery store and we buy milk at a decent price, it's because we need undocumented workers to come and do the jobs that your kids and my kids won't do. Is that right? I don't know, but it's a reality.
Or every time we stay at a hotel or eat at a restaurant, Ruckty added. The senator from Pocatello also brought up the prospect of racial profiling with this bill. But he wasn't the only one. Senator Brandon Shippey from New Plymouth decided this would be a good time to see how this bill would apply to certain Idaho religious groups whose beliefs keep them from wanting to be associated with any government entity. Some are large families, Shippey said, and he knows them well. Been in Idaho for generations. Senator Shippey wanted to know, how could we possibly know we are applying this law appropriately?
And these individuals have no documentation that they haven't entered illegally because there's simply no documentation. How would they differentiate, I guess, in these situations? These people are as white as I am. I don't know if that. So I don't know. Hopefully.
Senator Lake, you want to take a shot at that?
Mr. President.
Yeah. Anyone want to take a shot at that? I mean, you could almost see it as it's happening, as he said it. As soon as he heard himself say it out loud, he just kind of shut down. By the way, Senator Leahy said, yeah, that's for the courts to decide. But the question is, how can we keep this from impacting white religious folks in Idaho? Is that the question? I don't know. Hopefully, you heard him kind of stammer on there at the end. Idaho Immigration Cooperation and Enforcement Act, by the way, is pending approval from the House before heading to Governor Little.